Hello everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. And today we are going to make a card. We're going to use a sentiment from the Country Birdhouse stamp set. We're going to use some Cajun Craze cardstock, some basic white cardstock, and then we're also going to be using the Sweet Days of Autumn Designer Series paper with some Cajun Craze ink. So let's get started. Just get my paper trimmer out here. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to cut our card base. And so I'm cutting an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock in half on the 8 1/4 inch side. So I'm gonna, or sorry, on the 8.5 inch side. So I'm gonna cut it at 4 1/4. Okay. And then we want to score that on the 11 inch side at 5 1/2. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to cut an insert for the inside of our card. And I want to cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. Now I want to cut another one of those at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. And then I also want to cut a piece of Designer Series paper here that is 4 inches. And since this is directional, I'm cutting it the right way. And I want to cut this by 5 1/4 inches because my card's going to open like this. I'm going to fold it in half like this. Okay. Okay, so there's that piece. And then I also need to cut a piece that is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4 inches. And then I'm also going to cut a piece of this animal piece. And I'm going to cut it into a 3 by 3 square. But then we're going to do a little bit more cutting with it. Okay. So now that we have our 3 by 3 square, I want to cut that into 1 inch pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep it in order just because it'll look better on the card. Okay. And then last but not least, I need a little scrap of basic white. And actually that might work. I won't have to cut it. Let's see here. Where is our... Yep, that's going to work. So I'm just going to trim off just a tiny bit, just like that. Well, that worked out really nice. Okay, so that is all of our cutting. So now let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment onto our little sentiment strip here. So I have my Cajun Craze ink. And then I'm going to do happy birthday. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right in the middle. Just like so. Perfect. Okay. So let's get that put away. And now let's assemble our card. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bring my bone folder in and make sure that that score line is nice and burnished. Then I'm going to add one of the pieces of the basic white that we cut to put on the inside. Now you could put a sentiment on here. I haven't put anything else on here just because I'm not sure what who I'm gonna gift it to or what I'm gonna do yet. So then you just line that up and center it. Okay. And then we're going to layer our designer series paper onto our basic white cardstock here. Okay. And then I'm also going to layer this piece on as well. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to turn it to the green side. I only did that because it was quick and easy. I'm going to start with that middle piece. I'm just going to center that right on down in the middle. Let's see here. Yeah. Just like so. And then we'll see why it was important to keep our pieces in order, or because of the head and stuff, it all would match up. Okay, there's that. And then I'm just going to add multi-purpose glue to the back of this. And I'm just going to add that right to the top there. I didn't want to cover up my deer, and I think that bear is too cute, so I wanted to leave that open. And then we're adding adhesive to the back and adding to our card base. So quick and simple card, but I think it's so cute. And I love that it shows off some of that beautiful designer series paper. And that's all she wrote, folks. Nice and easy peasy, my kind of card. So until next time, my creative peeps, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And remember, always stay awesome. Bye-bye.